it's Sherri from Quilting Life, and I'm here today on Monday, June 1st with the June 2026 block of the month. I really hope you like this one. It's going to take a little bit of work. There's a lot of flying geese, but I've got some ideas for you and some tips to help make it go a little easier. So we are also going to talk about a few other little projects that kind of came back with me from the H&H America show. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, before we start talking about the block of the month, I just wanted to share with you a couple of things that were in my booth at H&H that I got a lot of questions about. I can actually have Billy pop up a picture that shows how we had these little pennants displayed in the booth, and my friend Nancy made 2 of them, and they turned out so well. She double-sided them, turned them inside out, stitched, and then she used a bias binding that she just made with Bella, this navy Bella that coordinated, and she put little straps on the end. So we were able to just kind of display this in the booth. It just added kind of a fun little whimsical touch, but it would also be a great idea for your decorating, if you're decorating for Memorial Day or the 4th of July or something like that. And anyway, I had a lot of questions about them, and so I wanted to show you those. And we had 2 of them that we displayed in the booth. There was also another Moda designer, Jessica Rose, who also had a cute little, very similar banner, and she actually put her fabric onto felt, and I believe she stitched around the edges, but then she pinked the felt so it had the kind of the little zigzag border. So that's another option for you too that might be a little bit quicker than this. Something else that we got lots of questions about were these pillows that we had in a bowl in the booth on just a table. And these the pillows came from a couple of different places. This one is the picnic pillow, and it's actually found in the book that Chelsi and I did with Fat Quarter Shop. Here's the version of it that was in the book with our other fabrics. But yeah, so it was really fun. So the directions for this one are in the Family Favorites book. This one is actually the mini block from my Sparkle 2 quilt. So if you have that pattern and you just make one of the mini blocks, that's this pillow. And then this one is actually also from the Family Favorites book, and we just did a square center here instead of the pieced center, and just kind of reversed the lights and darks. So, and just did a solid out there. So very, very similar cutting instructions for those. But I wanted to start with showing those because I had so many questions at the show and since I've returned home. Okay, let's talk about what you're here for now, the June block of the month. And last month's block was pretty simple, if you remember, and I told you, get ready, we're going to have more work to do this month. Something else that you can always do if you wanted to dress up a simple block is to, put a pieced block in here. I felt like what I did last month with these florals just kind of gave it just the right amount of fun in the center. But I did see some people out there on social media who actually did change up the center of their block a little bit to make it more intricate, I guess I would say. But this month's block is plenty intricate. There are actually 12 flying geese that you need to make. Now, 8 of them are the same, and they are in the outer areas of the block. I'll put this one down here too. So 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, and then 4 in the center of the block. And so I used the Creative Grids Flying Geese maker to make 4 at a time, and I did it twice to get the 8 that are all exactly the same, and then one set of blocks for the 4, and that saved an incredible amount of time. Absolutely, you can make them all one at a time if you want. That's how the pattern directions are written, but it really does save a lot of time. For my springtime block, I went way back in my fabric scrap archives, and I used this print from our Summer Sweet collection, which I believe shipped to stores in 2020. So that's kind of the oldest print I think I've used here for a little while in this lighter version. I did go ahead and use the center print from our Raspberry Summer collection, and then these aqua prints on the outer part of the block. This is actually from Midsummer, so it doesn't look super patriotic here when you mix it with things that aren't patriotic. So that's how that one turned out. For my patriotic version, I actually did use all Midsummer fabrics, and I feel like it did turn out pretty patriotic. Let me show you the back. These flying geese that you put around the outer edges, I feel like you really do need to press those seams open so that there isn't a ton of bulk in that area. So I did absolutely press those seams open. The flying geese here in the middle of the block, I pressed toward the darker prints on the top and bottom. So that's how all that pressing went. But you can see it is pretty flat. It's a little bit bulkier in these two areas where you have to press the flying geese points back onto that seam allowance. But other than that, I think it pressed pretty well, and the block is very flat on the front. And I don't think I cut off any of my points, maybe just a little bit on some of these, but just a really fun block, a little bit more time consuming than last time, but just take your time. And actually, if you're making oversized flying geese, even with a block lock, that will help just to get them, because there are so many of them, it is important that you have them pretty true to size before you start putting them into the block. So again, the pattern is available, and it has the step-by-step for everything that you're putting together. And again, you are going to sew these side pieces together and the top and bottom flying geese together, assemble that center star, and then you add the sides, and then you add the top and bottom. So a really fun block. We are actually halfway through now, and you should have 6 blocks completed, and we've got 6 more to go. Okay, so that's it for the June block of the month. I hope the tips I shared will be helpful for you. I also will have a link in the description where you can go to my website and download the free PDF pattern. I've also got a link to the book that we did where you can find the pillow patterns and also the other things that I shared with you today. If you enjoyed today's video, please share it with a friend, hit the like button, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Thanks so much for stopping by.